Good evening. My name is Roberto. I'm from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. And I'm sure that maybe, possibly, ask myself the question, is this a new season? Right now, there's a lot of gloom and also at the same time a lot of hope, a lot of sacrifices, and a lot of decisions to make. I remember years ago in the Catholic Church, usually on a so-called Easter Saturday in South Africa, which is Saturday evening right now. I know there's a candle they used to light, quite a huge candle, probably maybe about a meter in length. The candle was lit and certain prayers were said. And now the challenge for you and me, we can treat this as a new season. At the beginning of January, we probably had certain goals, certain motivations, maybe a few desires or so. Something came along and upset the apple cart. But like they say, a cat has 9 lives. We humans only have one. Maybe this is the time to sit down and rethink. Make the best of the situation right now. But at the same time, sit down with our loved ones and sit down really and have a talk. A real heart-to-heart talk, not with the head. Yes, that is very, very difficult. To sit down and talk. With some people, it comes quite easily. With other people, it's very difficult. But at some time, there are issues which we need to sit down and talk. Yes, it's very difficult. Because some issues cause pain. Some issues cause tears. And I'm sure right now, I read somewhere, I don't know which country it was, I don't want to jump to conclusions. Could have been fake news, but the divorce rate has spiked. Yes, that's a reality as well. Some are probably finding that we're not so diverse as we thought that we are. And one has to sit down and face a lot of things realistically. And I find this time quite soul-searching. No, I kind of really got down and did a few things around the house which I never did. I used to wonder when I'm going to do it. And slowly I managed to do a few small things. And the question I asked myself, why did it take so long to do? I think there's a thought that runs in the mind, or in my mind, that no, I'm not going to die, I'm going to live forever. Which is not the case. Definitely not the case. Well, I might be caught up with the rapture. You never know. And then, as I was busy, just small area, I was busy painting, and I thought to myself, but Roberto, what is that? And it come down to something very, very small. And I applied myself, and I don't apply myself, then I apply myself, and I don't apply myself. Things that needs to be done, you need to write it down. Not necessarily your goals. Like a lot of men, I'm sure, if they're asked to go shopping, the wife will ask them what she wants, and they say yes, and there they go. They wrote nothing down. They come back, either they bought one thing too much, or they bought the wrong size, whatever, or the color was not right. And yeah, that's true. And shopping is not one of our strongest assets. So we had to get to a point where it's okay, fine, let me write it down. And there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of things too, Even right now, it's like there's a water full of clothes. Why do I keep them in the wardrobe? I don't know. Maybe sentimental value. And it's so many things, We just don't get down to do it because we don't write it down. And we don't set a timeline when we must get rid of the things or when we must do the things, whatever the case might be. So yeah, I come back to what I spoke to just earlier on. It's a new season. Make a difference. Let every day count. Let only count in one manner. Write down what you need to do for the week, or for every second week, or for the month, and get down to do it. Now, quite often, one look at life and you just say, well, great, fine. Now you get up in the morning and know, okay, my spouse will be next to me. Get up in the morning, you forget to tell yourself, oh, thank God for my spouse. No, thank God for the day. I just tell you, thank you. I'm blessed. I've heard this saying so many times. If you have a house or a roof over your head, if you can provide a meal for yourself and your family, if you have your own mode of transport, if you have a job, you are blessed. And I never took those words very seriously. I was grateful I had all those things. Yes, I was. But I never gave it a thought. No, it's like, I must get up in the morning, I must get things done, I must go to work, I must be on time. Now, how many of us appreciate our health? We take it for granted. I'll smoke. It's not a problem. Smoking is harmful, but it's your choice. Now, it's something which I also read. The Cape Town Trauma Unit, they had a few drunk-related incidents, obviously referring to actions. And yes, if alcohol is the reason why you are speeding, if alcohol is the reason why you got involved in an accident, if alcohol is the reason why you fought, or alcohol is the reason why you killed somebody else, or had a fight, one has to sit down and evaluate your priorities. If the husband is, or shall I put it collectively, Why does domestic violence exist? Why does it happen? There's many answers. I don't have any of them. I never had such a problem. Not my parents, nor in my married life. I wouldn't know what that is. So I'm grateful that I'm even standing here and talking. I'm grateful that when I hear so many people has recovered, it's encouraging to hear good things. I'm grateful that I can just breathe normally. How many people is on the respirators at this point in time? I was just watching a program, Ethiopian migrants of Yemen. It really woke me up. Sometimes in life you need to look at things and see things to be woken up. Yes, Ethiopia is well known for its athletes, male and female. Awesome. But in that same country, there's a lot of drought. When there's no water, first problem, the land cannot harvest any crops. There's no water for the animals. When there's no water, there is no life. And in this video I saw how people are struggling to go walking through Djibouti. I think it's through the mountainous area. Getting through Yemen, they must cross the Red Sea. Getting to Yemen, and then from Yemen to Saudi Arabia is about 1,000 kilometers. But the video stops actually where they're in Yemen, and it just shows how people need work. That is why I kind of cannot understand how people can spend trillions and trillions of dollars on military might. How proud and arrogant they are when they're showing their warfare and they're marching. And then in the middle of Africa, people is starving. There is drought. How can these superpowers, their leaders, go sleep at night? And so many people is dying. Just because there is no water. It's been proven that water can be made from air. But no. It seems like the elite wants to keep people poor. The next human being wants to suppress the next one. Irrespective of whether, doesn't matter whether it's through capitalism, whether it's through socialism, whether it's through communism, or whether it's through tribal factions or tribal superiority or through tribal authority. I think at the end of the day, we all will lose. Then the robots will rule the world. That is just my opinion. Drought can be curbed, hunger can be curbed. There's enough engineers in this world. There's a lot of countries which was mostly desert. But today there are rich fields, crops get grown, there's water. Anyway, sad may it be. Then we wonder why we have civil war. Why have people protesting all the time? Maybe some people, maybe the super elite, they don't feel the pain of hunger. They don't feel the pain of poverty. But then at the end of the day, it's a new season. The question I will leave you with, what difference can you make, or will you make, and this is all over? Maybe the world needs to be less selfish, more kind, and more understanding. Probably that will never happen. That's like they say, at the end of the day, it's the creator that controls, not man. Men like to believe that. Whatever species we are called. At the end of the day, there is a greater power, no matter what. Anyway, thanks for your time. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.